Hey, collective, I'm back. I'm so sorry it's been a hot second. I'm a busy little bee. So you'll see me drop off of here from time to time. I have to do that to collect myself in order to manage some of the other things that I have going on in my life. But I will try to be as consistent as possible, okay? Also, I am balancing collective reads with personal readings as well. So there will be a lot less collectives only because I've got personals on the agenda as well. Okay, so trying to figure out a good rhythm. And I'm also trying to balance that with doing readings when I'm feeling the energy. So that's not always something that I can bank on. Some days it's there, some days it's not. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into a reading for the collective. I did want to mention something I found very interesting. So I've had psychic clairvoyant abilities since I was yay high, like a little one, okay? My sister has the ability as well as my grandmother, only neither one of them really lean into it, okay? I was the first one to do that. But, I still, even though I'm fairly confident, and I am most of the time, I still doubt myself like anybody else. And I had a vision come through. It started off as a dream. In my dream, I dreamt of this big Great Dane. A Great Dane is a type of dog, okay? So I had a dream with this Great Dane, and I kept seeing Great Dane everywhere. Like, for example, I'm behind a truck on the highway, and the truck is a Great Dane truck, and it has the Great Dane symbol. Okay, so I'm seeing the Great Dane everywhere, but not really understanding where or how is this connected. So I get in the car, I believe it was yesterday, and we turn on the radio, and the clock is wrong. So I pay attention, right, to what's on the radio, because I'm like, oh, that clock isn't, that's not the right time. I think it was like 9:15 in the morning or something like that, and the clock was like 2:36. Very, very weird. But so at that moment, as I see the time and I see that it's incorrect, Liam Payne has a song that comes on all by itself, just starts up from my Spotify list, okay? So this song starts playing, and all of a sudden I had the vision of the Great Dane. And so I thought, are these two connected? So I look up just for the hell of it, Liam Payne dog. Liam Payne has a Great Dane. Had a Great Dane. Now, I don't know virtually anything about Liam Payne other than there's a song that I really like that's on my Spotify playlist that I like to listen to when I'm doing my exercise and whatnot. But I didn't know like anything about him. So for this vision to come through, I don't know, it just further validated for me that I'm in the right business. I'm doing the right line of work. I'm fulfilling something that is more than worthwhile. And so, a funny story, I still don't really know how the two are connected, but maybe that was just Spirit's way of validating for me, like, you're not crazy. These visions that you have, like, don't chalk it up to coincidence. They're not coincidence, okay? So I'll let you know if I learn any more tidbits or there's any more connections made, but either way, Liam Payne came through to me. And he came through with his Great Dane, which I think his Great Dane is still alive, but a lot of times psychics will get very specific pieces of information just to validate and confirm that this is the person we're talking about, okay? So it was Liam Payne that came through. Very, very interesting. I will get into a reading, but I'll just kind of leave this one about this particular topic. But yeah, it just sort of threw me, and I was actually talking to my twin sister as well. So she had mentioned that for whatever reason, she was talking to one of her neighbors and they were talking about dogs. And she goes, oh yeah, I saw my neighbor, and I thought this neighbor had a Great Dane. And it was literally the day before I called her and told her about this whole vision that I had. So very, very interesting. There's so many things that are interconnected, and I just think it's cool. I think it's really cool. I think that's wonderful that the universe has this way of, just like I said, making you feel connected to something that's so much larger than ourselves. Okay, I'll stop talking about this topic and I will actually get to a reading. I love you guys. I'm glad to be back.